Let's watch this 3-part thing. I need to keep switching it back. Here we go.
Day for the unemployed. Miskiff just dropped the Emiru files, apparently rebuttaling a lot of the allegations in a 45-minute long video.
Yeah, we're not watching all that. I'm sorry, buddy. We're just gonna cover the talking points.
Oh my, bro went full demon time. He even brought receipts. A judge has recommended that Miskiff's defamation claim against Emiru move forward. He uploaded a 45-minute video denying her allegations in full.
And it is time to go full demon time.
Go ahead and grab your popcorn and let's get into it.
I'm Matthew Renato.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
In October of 2025, on a live stream to an audience of millions, she accused me of sexual assault, stalking, and abuse. I deny those accusations completely. To be clear about the setup, I am the one who went to court. I sued her for defamation, meaning for making false accusations that damaged me. After her October 2025 live stream, the accusation spread everywhere, and to most people, the story was already settled. I was
You know what the best fidget is?
Your boy,
Cards.
though, but I did say this. I'm not going to accuse him of any crimes, obviously, but he is definitely guilty of being a cornball. That's actually fucked up, man. Moving on.
Like, even if you're right in this situation, buddy, you are just a shitty person. Anyway.
Changed is that in June 2026, a federal judge reviewed her request to throw my entire case out and recommended the opposite, that it moves forward. So here's the accusations that she made on stream. These are in her words as the judge quoted them. On October 2025, near the start of her live stream, by the magistrate judge on the account of the transcript, she said she was, and quote, finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, assault, and threats of blackmail that Miskiff has done towards me.
The psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail.
The first thing most people heard about was not that the accusations itself, it was that I had gone on my own stream and admitted to all of it. This is false. Full demon time.
Not gonna lie, his earlier response video was terrible, and a lot of people dismissed his side of the story because of it.
Not so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Because of the
that's
thing, a lot of people just dismissed him in a way.
Almost no one listened to my side. Before I went live,
There's a difference between throwing plushies and clothes and then proceeding to punch a hole in the wall, Bubba. Just gonna be completely real with you.
Emiru went live first. She told the world that I sexually assaulted her, abused her, and stalked her before I had a single word in my defense. I deny those accusations completely. The word that came next, rapist, came from everyone who heard her and ran with it. The verdict was in before I even said a single word.
Hancock all the way from the United Kingdom.
And when I did go live,
Damn.
I told my side and I have stuck with it word for word to today. She has not. She has done exactly one live stream. And across that single stream, her story does not hold together. So why does the false version that I admitted to everything still win?
I mean, he did admit to being a bad boyfriend, but a that's a little far.
And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling,
That's a very heavy accusation if it's not true.
Wearing pajamas, that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself.
Yeah, he might be a bad boyfriend, but he still doesn't deserve that label.
So in Emiru's filing, her motion calls it spontaneous. The live stream was spontaneous, unedited, and unscripted, speaking openly and vulnerably.
Wasn't she literally reading from a script?
She was saying that this was all spontaneous, but before starting her live stream, she said this was calculated, and the judge dismissed that.
Junk should not be heard now to argue that her defamatory comments were some off-the-cuff, spontaneous, emotional response.
And the thing is, people still don't like this guy. The dislike bar speaks for itself.
Damn.
Again, many things can be true at once. That's the beauty of nuance. Miskiff is still a weird, jealous boyfriend who cares about his girlfriend's Twitch viewership, and Emiru is a bit of a for saying that it was her emotional truth.
Assault allegations.
Yeah. Hand.
About his girlfriend's Twitch viewership, and Emiru is a bit of a for saying that it was her emotional truth.
Unscripted, you're sitting there with your little notes. I'm not taking sides. I'm making fun of this entire situation for the most part, because this guy's a fucking jackass for the most part. But he's Ugh, fuck. YouTube drama's stupid. Yeah, I'm not taking sides. I'm not attacking one side over the other. Other than the fact that this guy's a fucking cornball and, you know, somebody's trying to protect their image. Drama's stupid.
Here's what she said happened and what I did. She told her audience and later the court that what happened between us on one night was sexual assault, a crime. He started kissing my face and I let him do it. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hands down my pants. And I screamed. And when I screamed, he jumped off of me. Like a cat.
Like a cat, like. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
Again, boyfriend definitely misread
Yeah,
the
shitty,
room, but it's a good thing
shitty
that he
person.
stopped when she, you know.
Straight up, I gotta go. Sorry, or not even an apology. It's just, it's like, again, not taking sides, but it's just so. It's a he said, she. I don't know.
Found it uncomfortable.
I did what any man should do in the situation.
He said, she said is a good way of looking at it, but yeah, blah 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 blah. That's all I'm saying right now.
She didn't want it, and I stopped. I respected her not consenting. I did the right thing in that situation. I did not sexually assault her and deny it completely. So why does this false version that I admitted to everything still win? I would also like to make it very clear that up until that moment, Emiru and I have been dating for over 3 years.
Whoa, bro whooped out the receipts. Let's check this out.
The auto subtitles.
With each other, and then we would repeatedly have sex and get back together. There is no evidence of a police report or any other legal action over the incident she alleges happened around October 2024, despite her public statements in October 2025, where she said to her audience that she was seeking a restraining order.
You can't levy serious allegations against someone and not go to the police. This is like a superwoman moment.
Women.
I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California.
So apparently she never even filed that, which, you know, to me doesn't make any sense, but what do I know?
20 months have now passed since the alleged incident without a single criminal complaint, restraining order, or investigation appearing in any record in California or Texas. The total absence of any official action over a year and a half stands in stark contrast to the severity of what she accused me of.
You see there? Okay, here we go. Here's an actual thing I could talk about. It doesn't matter how long it takes somebody to come forward if their allegations are with merit, but at the same time, a lot of the times whenever it's a years later accusation or allegation, it's like, why did you wait? Is it out of shame, out of fear, or is it's convenient for me to do it now? Everybody hates this guy anyway. Again, not taking sides, but there is all kinds of things to look at from that angle right there.
Love or hate Mizkiff, objectively he is right, because if you levy such serious allegations, you almost have to go criminal, which is why the judge allowed this to continue.
And here is what does not fit an assault. We kept dating for months afterward. Her own messages, laid out in the next 2 sections, show...
The first thing I see, hey, my uncle just died. What? I'm just getting ready. Do you want to sleep together? Hey, yo. Oh my god, not again. His Uncle Jim died. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but just...
I'm just gonna actually read some of these. Over there. Okay, so then this is a different day. Okay, I'm going to bed. Oh, okay, I'm just getting ready. This, yeah, all this seems pretty normal for the most part.
Just because they dated afterwards or were cordial with each other, that wouldn't dismiss assault allegations, right? And of course, logically,
damn, getting ignored on Christmas is crazy, though.
Legally, how would this play out in a court? Let me know.
I was the one who walked away, and she is the one who did not want to split up. Her lawyers swore in a footnote that we did not get back together after the assault.
Bruh, who the hell is her lawyer?
Sexual assault, the crime. But once I sued her, her lawyers argued that her own words were never factually a claim at all. Only her protected emotional truth. She said, and I quote,
My false allegations were me speaking my truth. It's my opinion. That's not how it works when you're defaming somebody. Again, I hate to sound like I take sides on either side of this, but in that situation, again, Ms. Kiff is unfortunately correct.
her story is admirable, and in telling it, she is stating her emotional truth, not some statement of decisive fact.
You know, if your teacher
That's a crazy crazy stretch for a lawyer to try to make. I'm just gonna be completely real.
Did you and then say it's your emotional truth, a foolproof technique?
Emotional truth is not a recognized defense to defamation in Texas.
There you go.
The magistrate judge, restating Shunk's own motion in her own words, described it in exactly those terms. She also argues that her statement, considered in its entirety, was an opinion or her protected emotional truth.
Judge sides with Mizkif to continue lawsuit against Emiru, but not Asmongold. I feel like he sued Asmongold out of spite. He definitely has a better case against Emiru. All these people are mentally teenagers. Most people are. They leave high school and never mature beyond that. Yeah, but Twitch streamers are extra.
That's crass.
WestJet is
You're
going to
cringe.
be like Asmon was with Johnny and Amber over this. Why the hell would an airline care? Japanese soldier who kept fighting 20 years later. I'm going to be 100%, and as much as I dislike Mizkif, if the assault allegations are false, that's absolutely our reason to go to court over it. That destroys people's lives. If Emiru just stopped at the blackmail and him being an abusive boyfriend, this would have been completely different, but sexual assault is a criminal thing.
She told millions
Yeah.
of people I sexually assaulted her. She has never produced a police report. We dated for
Say he's a shitty boyfriend all you want, but to be like, it's the false it's the false statements and the defamation that could ruin his life. He calling him a shitty boyfriend isn't going to ruin his life. It's just going to make people think twice about dating him.
months after that, the night that she points to. And when I took her to court, her own lawyers argued those words were not a factual accusation, but her feelings.
Facts don't care about your feelings. I saw this on Reddit, and I don't know if this is real, but allegedly Mizkif is paying people and calling this a campaign to boost his video. I don't think he needs to be doing this because a lot of his points are genuinely valid, and there are inconsistencies in Emiru's story.
On December 25th, Christmas, she said hi, and then Merry Christmas, babe. This does sound like a couple that is broken up, as we slept with each other every single night. Her filing said that we did not get back together after the October 2024 breakup, as she describes. These are her own messages from November, December, and January. All after that date, the filing and the messages describe two different relationships.
Damn, that was low-key tough. Honestly, I don't care what the facts are or who abused whom. I think Mizkif is a garbage human being who exploits other people for his own gain. He has been a perpetual liar his entire streaming career, reframing and misframing everything to suit himself. I disagree. It doesn't matter what you think about Mizkif. Nobody should be accused of a crime under the guise of emotional truth. She got him deplatformed without evidence. I hope he wins. Emiru isn't some innocent little girl, but Mizkif is a degenerate or double-edged.
There you go. This is my exact feeling about the entire thing. Like neither of them are innocent in this entire thing. Both people are being shitty in this situation. It's hard to take a side on either thing at any point, regardless of what. Yeah, it's just difficult to comment on.
Sword.
Our next point, she also says that she ended the relationship. She handed me a note, and in it, she wrote that she wanted to marry me, that she wanted to build a life and move into an apartment right next to me.
And somehow extra Emily got involved? Oh, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Basically, she knew about the breakup or something. Very unemployed stuff.
So now we're gonna move on to the stalking allegations.
Whoa, a chart? I believe everything he's gonna say now. And it's color-coded. Zooey mama.
The reason why I flew to
Oh,
Japan
a man after my
is
own
that
heart,
we
a
had
color-coded
stayed in
chart.
Austin, that we were just gonna
Have
get
I
back
shown
together.
have I shown anybody my my Google Calendar? Color coded and everything. It's gorgeous. I love it.
and get in the same loop that we have been in for almost a year.
That's what they call a yo-yo relationship, and you guessed it, it's a sign of immaturity. Basically, long story short, he was in Japan a lot of the time, yada yada, and then they met at a party and she thought he was following her there, but like he knew a friend there and he wasn't really even talking to her.
The house was very small and I opened the door. I said, whoops, I want to make it very clear I was not following her. It just happened that I was with someone she knew the entire night.
I don't think this part is that serious, so moving on.
In California, a judge can grant a temporary restraining order the same day you apply, with a full hearing set just 21 to 25 days later.
You don't gotta convince us she's dumb, man.
She also told her audience that my lawsuit was a bluff, that I couldn't win. In nearly the same breath, she predicted that I would sue her and waved it off in advance as meaningless. She put, and I quote, "I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and for coming out about him. Not because he thinks that he would win, but for PR reasons, like a slap lawsuit."
Whoa, this part's getting exciting. She's with the ghoul Sakura talking about somebody, Miskiff, who sent her a ChatGPT apology.
I had someone send me like a massive like apology message, and I wasn't sure if I like wanted to respond, so like I showed a couple friends and they were like, "Emmy, this is literally ChatGPT," and I was like, "Oh." I guess I'm not responding then.
This is obviously about me because we were in a relationship the entire time that ChatGPT has existed. This was months before she even went public with an accusation. You do not consider how to respond to the person you say sexually assaulted, abused you, and stalked you.
Yeah, I remember this. Bro wrote a whole novel to her.
The only thing that stopped her was that her friends decided that my words were too well written to be mine. Think about that. I would like to now talk about the abuse claim that Emiru tried to...
The only comment I'm going to make is... who cares? It's if bro can't write eloquently, maybe he's trying at least.
hint at on her stream. I had a habit of tossing my phone onto my bed, and one time it bounced off the mattress and caught her in the eye, and it left a bruise. I felt terrible about it. I apologized immediately. I stopped throwing my phone that day, and we moved past it. That is the only time I ever hurt her, and it was not on purpose.
While this dude has anger issues he needs to sort out, I really doubt he was straight up her.
She did not call it abuse to anyone. She called it an accident both publicly and in private. Did someone knock you out, Emily? Emiru said, not intentionally. I got a black eye a week or two and it's finally almost gone. It's a long story, but funny as LOL, I'll DM you later.
Anyway, a lot of people are also speculating that Miskiff is deleting his comments because that's 300 comments is very low. With a split like to dislike ratio, you would expect there to be comments on both sides, but it looks a little sus. Here are the top comments. In his video, he then mentions how he basically had everybody turn on him, he didn't know what was going on, and he lost all of his collaborations, and then he sort of talks about him falling off.
Before the breakup, I was not an outcast as many of you think. I was the center of this community.
He was a multi-millionaire.
To show you how little of an outcast I was, these messages are between me and my friend at the time, Leslie. November 2024 text will show that the unit under Valkyries is available and come to LA whenever.
And whoa, shocker, a bunch of streamers are self-centered scumbags who will ditch you at moment's notice? Whoa, would have never believed that. And apparently Ludwig's dishwasher was spreading some rumors about him as well. Also not shocking.
All of America's...
So after that happened, a lot of the people he used to talk to started ghosting him and not replying to him. Basically, he got excommunicated from the Twitch scene.
It is the court letting my case move forward, not a verdict, and I won't describe it as one. To much of the internet, I am an abuser, and I am a stalker. At multiple events, I have been called a and at one event, minutes after I picked up a wristband, 3 security guards walked me out in front of everyone, and posts mocking me for it reached hundreds of thousands of people. I have been called a in my face, in bars and restaurants, for most of the last 8 months.
To end it off, he drops a bit of a bombshell.
Before I go, I filed this lawsuit on November 3rd, 2025. By her own side's account, she knew about it November 10th. And on November 11th, the very next day, she went back on stream and told everyone watching this in her own words.
I got 2 new computers. My other computer is gone. I gave it back to Starforge and they wiped that shit.
I'll see you in the next video.
Why would she say
That's
they
a-
wiped the computer?
Emiru is a massive liar
that's a
and
little
needs to be
sus.
stopped.
These kids must be stopped.
That's a little sus. What the fuck happened there? Anyway, part 2.
Massive day for the unemployed. Miskiff dropped the Emiru files, and now they're getting crazy. So crazy, even XQC's new girlfriend chimed in. Hey, Asmongold, you gonna react to your queen Emiru's 48 minutes of lies, or do you want to keep hitting on her, saying how cool you are for using the N-word as a password at 33 years old? Emiru sent this to me in a screenshot years ago.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
That is literally the coolest thing I've ever heard. And now nobody can hack your password because if they do, they are racist. A creative, huh? Like I'm talking really creative like that. Screenshotted JK. At a certain point, he wasn't even the word anymore, lol. Everyone knows I
Hey, WestJet, I really hope you didn't say it and just censor it. I hope there was just a bleep there just for effect.
said it, don't worry. Oh ho ho. So left-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a racist chud. And then right-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a based racist chud. This isn't 2020. Nobody gives a shit about slurs. Grow the f up. And then Miskiff immediately got exposed for saying the N-word himself. Yo, there's a in the car. Hot take, but I think saying the N-word to black people is bad. But there are times it's fully
Hot take.
justified. Like, for instance, you stub your toe, or, you know, you're playing chess and you lose.
Damn it, I'm black.
Obama viral, and wait, trust me, there's more. I think I have videos of me saying it. Really, lol? Yeah, I think I have super bad stuff online and no one cares. But Pokemon is racist for her clips. But you don't try to act perfect, I guess. Yeah, that's why people hate her. Not because of the words. It's the fakeness, 100%. I feel like Miz is pretty much over the canceled stuff, but it's always gonna be there, and he can't joke around with it like I know he would because of OTK, lol. You can't trust these screenshotted JK. She wasn't joking. Also, I think it's a bit of a nerd move to hold on to this for like years and be vindictive with it, but what do I know? Oh my god, I want XQC to debunk her all over me.
Okay, chat. With what Adam says these days and his content and his views on things, what if he said, yeah, I said the N-word, what about it? His chat, he would gain viewers. And
What
he would
about it?
increase his support from people, and people would like him more. I mean, let's not act like this is a form of gotcha that he's gonna be avoiding, like he's gonna lose something from it.
When French Canadians start making sense, you know the world's upside down.
There's a lot of people, I'll probably repeat myself 4 or 5 times
Fuck the French.
today, but I did see the post that was made about me and the alleged leaked Discord messages.
I feel like they're real. Why would he Photoshop them? That'd be like pretty bad.
I understand that everybody wants me to talk about
And French Canadians. Sorry, I forgot to include them.
it, but I am trying to get this lawsuit dismissed, and the only thing that I need to do is just simply not talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about anything. That's really about it. I have no comment at all. And whenever it is dismissed, I will explain everything.
Yeah, I remember Asmongold reacted to one of my videos on this same topic, and check this out. N-word, it's a GG Busta. A word I would never say, by the way.
I've never said the N-word in my life.
Oh, how the truth comes out. From Miskiff's side, I think going after Asmongold with this is a bit weird, but moving on. He also changed his Twitter banner and profile picture to Tectone's fiance as some sort of gotcha. And I think it's really weird to invoke somebody's girlfriend who's not involved into something, but I digress. And again,
Honestly,
Miskiff is
it
suing
sounds Miskiff is on just the run of the year by the looks of it, just going after everybody, no matter what he's fucking got. They're the smallest fucking shit.
Asmongold and Emiru, so they can't really even talk
We out here burning bridges. We love the smell of fire.
about it. And you know, speaking of lawsuit, recently a jury ordered Meta social media platform
Skipping your
XQC's
ad.
girlfriend chimed in.
You're making out with somebody and how can you go back to this? I don't understand how you can go back to this, bro. If you're making out with your girlfriend who you've been in a relationship with for 3 years, and then you stick your hand down their pants and she says, ah, and you take your hand out of her pants and you leave the house and you say sorry, that's not assault. You are if you think that's sexual assault. You are
You already know the gif the Pakistani teenager will use for this.
I mean, this is my girlfriend. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do with this. Yeah, she's her own person.
You are
Yo.
Learn the word. It is what you are. That is not sexual assault.
She's gonna rip. She's gonna rip the hard R like that. Holy Bezet, I can't.
He says no.
Now she's
Holy
just overdoing
face.
it. You know, a well-placed can hit pretty hard, but if you're saying it like 50 times in a sentence, that's like, bruh.
You think Felix asks every single time
Yo.
that we have any kind of sexual...
Yo.
It's just, it said, hey, stop, hey.
XQC chose the right girlfriend this time. I disagree. The cheeseburger who stole his McLaren was clearly the better option. Also, who was the neighbor in Miskiff's car? While the tables are turning, I wouldn't say they're turning towards Miskiff's favor. It's almost like they're turning against Emiru. I gotta remind y'all how terrible his first response to this was. You know, she accused him of assault, and then he said she was a bad rabbit owner. So a lot of people dismissed his story and him being vindictive instead of him trying to clear his name. And in the new video, he actually established a timeline, brought some facts and a bunch of evidence, which was a lot better. But the way he's moving now, he thinks he's like Gucci Mane in 2006, you know, bringing up old ass messages. And again, while he is a bit of a cornball, he's definitely not guilty of an actual crime, and having to be labeled a assaulter is pretty intense.
You ever riz up women by telling them that your passwords are variations of the N-word?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's really not that funny. Speaking of unfunny, this massive virgin said, BRB, changing my banking passwords right now. Bruh, you having a screenshot of your ex's chat like this for blackmail makes you look like an abuser. My chat Reese friend said, no one cares about my N-word anymore. It's not 2020. And then he queued up a League of Legends. You know, Black Asmongold isn't real. He can't hurt you. It's like in an alternate universe. There's a Black Asmongold. Instead of talking about politics all day, he stole your bike.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Okay, screenshot JK was crazy, not gonna lie. That's probably the craziest thing to come out of this whole story.
Yeah.
Literal middle schoolers. Me when I'm trying to impress my
Literal fucking high school drama is what most of the streamer drama is. It's actually fucking ridiculous.
Discord e-kitten with edgy racisms. She was snaking her biggest white knight the whole time. No. Emiru's a snake. Screenshot of JK. Proceeds to screenshot it and send it to Miskiff to laugh at. Peak middle school behavior, where a crush talks about you behind your back to the person they actually like. Middle school is kind of where these streamers are mentally though, so it makes sense. Amen, brother. These streamers are bums. I feel like a straight up blue-collar worker making these YouTube videos, editing them myself, thinking of thumbnails and titles. Like, I'll be working hard.
My collar's blue and my neck is red.
I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known. And it is time to go full demon time.
He spent 9 months charging his goy beam. Even Hassan Piker chimed in. Grown-ass man stuck being an edgy 14-year-old. Brother, you dress like an edgy 14-year-old.
Didn't bro shock his dog? I shocked your mother's last night with my penis. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
I feel like it's not even the fact that he used that.
Speaking of giant fucking toddlers, Hassan Piker, maybe we'll get into that at some point because there's a whole bunch of shit going on with that. But I'm waiting for it to actually boil over and the man to actually go to jail, and then we'll make a video. That's where he belongs, by the way.
N-word as his password. It's the fact that he told her and that she lied about it and screenshotted it. Also, in my previous video, I was speculating that Miskiff was deleting negative comments, but turns out he deleted a bunch of them on accident, which he addressed on his Discord, apparently.
That just reads like jealous ex to me. Miz's reputation and relationships, I think, were...
I mean, did you accidentally do it, or did you just say you accidentally did it? Either way, that's fucking hilarious.
Almost completely torched. One of the things I fucking hate about being like a streamer, and it's one of the reasons why I've liked associated with just kind of like normal human beings more than just streamer people. So I try to never date or whatever, or hook up even with streamers or whatever, is because anybody that is in the space just always has like the, oh, you wronged me? Well, time to start tweeting, time to go live, time to start talking to the whole internet. It's like, why what the is wrong with you? That, like, this is really, we're gonna go litigate all of our personal whatever now publicly because you want to feel good or you want support. Like, it's, God, it's so
love or hate Hassan, he's definitely right here. And the fact that Emiru still hasn't went to the
calling
police
Destiny Hassan's crazy. That's actually wild. We should
believe it or not.
Don't do that.
Texas, a judge can grant a temporary ex parte protective order the same day on a finding, a clear and present danger with a hearing within 14 days. Someone who genuinely needs protection can have a temporary order in hours.
Like, I need to warn all women, he can never date anybody again. That's just so fucking cringe.
I mean, that's the truth, though. If a woman alts, I feel like people are more likely to believe her no. And again, this doesn't take Miskiff off the hook. He could very well...
Again, I already made that point. Why do we need to go to this point and, like, fully cancel them? Like, she could have just gone the route of being like, yeah, he was a shitty boyfriend. He was a shitty person. I advise anybody who thinks about dating him to think twice. We could have gone that route. The defamation thing is the craziest part. It's just like, well, the emotion, the calling the defamation, just speaking her emotional truth. It wasn't a factual statement. It's fucking crazy.
Still be in a
fucking wild.
But assault her too far. And that's the beauty of nuance. I don't gotta pick a side here. I could just farm both for money. Emiru back in the day made allegations that Miskiff would drive really fast in the car and would scare her. And, you know, his ex-girlfriends have corroborated that he's done the same behavior with them. So it wasn't looking good for Miz.
One of her claims that she made about me was they said that I drive very fast. Just watch this clip.
What's the fastest you've ever driven in your car?
I don't want to. Can they censor it if
160 miles an hour, guys. That's the fastest she's ever driven. That's nuts.
So she just told Asmund that she drove faster than 160 miles an hour. But wait for this.
I can't say because that's near where we live.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
It's where we live. I live in a residential zone.
They're just both worth each other at this point. Disgusting. I would never drive that fast. If any law enforcement is watching, that wasn't me. And
I've never had a car I've been confident enough to go that fast in.
And I crashed that car anyway, so catch me if you can. Subscribe if you genuinely don't give a f about any of this and just enjoy laughing at streamers.
I do genuinely enjoy laughing at streamers, but we got one more part to this. Apparently it got even worse.
Day for the unemployed. As we all know, the Emiru files dropped, and now they're getting really dumb. Miskiff's allegedly paying clippers to spread his story and post negative things about Emiru. Miskiff is getting community noted for leaking messages. He claimed that Asmongold used the N-word as his password. So this warranted a reply from both Emiru and Asmongold. Oh, and the Miskiff lawsuit against Asmongold got dismissed, so he was going nuclear. I can finally talk about this. But on the WestJet channel, we're white knights. We let the women speak first. Yep, she dropped more context. Oh.
All right, I have the joke that got... Oh my God. I have the joke that Griffith did nothing wrong, but calling him a white knight just because of his armor. I have somebody who, to this day, will look at me sideways anytime I see them because I said that Griffith did nothing wrong as a joke. He still doesn't look at me right.
About one of Trainwreck's viewers and saying like, oh, Train had this viewer that was like insane, like weirdo racist.
Whoa, they found my alt account.
So then
Damn.
I'm like, holy shit, like that's
the group chat leaked.
Insane. Like
literally.
Someone ripping that slur online? Agreed. That is unforgivable.
Like that's fucking weird. Like who does that?
Me?
It was not his password. Like you can clearly see there's no flirting happening here.
I mean, yeah, she's beating the
It's a
flirting
good hand.
allegations. Nothing here looks like flirting, to be honest. But chatting up at 1:54 a.m. What are we doing here? There was a temporary community note on this claiming that Miskiff lied and omitted the context, and he's also paid people to stalk Emiru and clip him to make him look good.
Because Miskiff presented this. This is what he said. Do you want to keep hitting on her? The N-word passwords at 33 years old. He's basically accusing me of using the N-word as my password.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I feel like him defending himself makes him look more guilty. You know, if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, yeah, I triple dog dare you to log in.
Where in any of this have I spoken about
sorry, it's not that funny.
There is no indication of it being a password. He completely manufactured this.
You know, it's either one of two things. You know, it's either Miskiff lied, people cried, or he genuinely only had one screenshot that sort of tried to fill the context in himself. I'm sorry, but who gives a about any of this?
Why do you have this screenshot from Emiru explaining all of this?
The only reason we give a fuck about it is because Miskiff took it out of context, and regardless if he had the rest of the context or not, he took it out of context, which is cringe. And like I said, he's just on a warpath against everybody at this point. Nobody is safe. If you're in his orbit at all, you are probably getting gunned down in some way or another, regardless if he's got something on you or not. He's gonna say something.
I'm not upset about this at all. This was all shared and all this was happening when we were all friends. And the biggest irony for this is that this is the person that's suing me for defamation.
And speaking of lawsuits, recently a jury ordered Meta and YouTube.
What is with Morgan and Morgan going and getting after YouTubers now?
Court's amended motion to dismiss is granted. This was completely manufactured. And because of that, I have people thinking that I'm this huge racist that's saying the N-word privately, that me and Emiru are laughing about, ha ha, ha ha, we're so racist. We were complaining about it.
Like, I'm kind of black. I bought 2K on sale for my PS5 at Walmart, so, like, I could talk about this. Like, what is this guy talking about, man? Asmongold's so old, he saw the towers fall, and he was old enough to cry. Unlike Hassan, who was laughing, but... And that's...
I was like 5. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew it was bad because everybody was upset.
That's the thing. I'm not sweeping here for Miska for nothing. He's a cornball for leaking these in the first place. Because again, who cares? This is such immature drama. I think most people are all for Miskif addressing the sexual assault claims, but he's going way too far and trying to be vindictive, and it shows.
This is a verifiable lie
exactly what I've been
he's
saying.
paying people to spread and boost it on social media. So anytime that you see anybody saying anything favorable to him, any of these Clipper channels, it's probably because they're getting paid.
Now a bunch of chuds on Twitter are saying that I'm getting paid, and you know, I am.
literal paid campaigns to fill this out.
I mean, you're getting paid by Google.
So we can give people $10 for watching a YouTube video. Keep this in mind. That is the slimiest, shadiest shit you can do. And this is another one too. Installing the Renato wait, what the hell is this? So you have to watch. What? So this is like an ad campaign?
Don't get me wrong, this is pathetic, but playing devil's advocate, maybe he just wants to boost the video to have people hear it, but I think it was growing already organically, so this is just a L.
That are only expressing his point of view because they're looking to get paid for it. So just keep that in mind. Like anytime that you see any of these positive comments, you probably want to remind people to contextualize it around the fact that there are literal paid campaigns going around trying to astroturf his image.
If he just focused on clearing his name,
the wide shot's crazy.
Doing all this.
Oh, my password is a horrible word. Oh, hee hee, that's so funny. Like, no, we're laughing about it. Insane weirdo. But anyway, I think it's very unfortunate.
Because this is so easily verifiable, I genuinely struggle to believe Miskif is so stupid that he would leak partial context. Asmongold said Emiru sent this to Miskif when they were all friends, but why screenshot this in the first place? Like, remember that Miskif admitted to getting by Emiru. Just an intervention.
Did he?
I genuinely don't care about any of this, but it's paying some good money, so I'm trying to buy an OLED.
Did he really?
Let me know in the comments which one I should get.
Based, I guess.
That's crazy. That's insane. You should apply. Should I apply? That's a good idea. So he made an entire app that he can use to get people to watch him and get paid.
Entrepreneur.
Of course, I don't like seeing people saying things about me that are bad, but I don't use that as something that like makes me hate myself or whatever.
You know, good for Asmongold because a lot of people genuinely fell for this Miskif thing. Yeah, never mind. That Miskif freak is lying and Emiru is innocent. Okay, dude. It's literally super easy.
Okay,
just
buddy.
Focus on clearing your name instead of going on the offensive and starting stuff with like Asmongold because, bro, this is just so futile. You're right.
I couldn't help but see that guy being like, oh no, she's innocent now. But then I just saw a thing that said, you're telling me a crab goon in this rag? I'm like, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that.
Page posted this banger. Oh, XQC, please debunker all over my chest.
I don't think what Asmon said was bad
Ew.
at all. In this context, that makes absolute sense. He's just writing it like an example of a filter that you would put on for people that are writing, like, he's writing like some alterations.
Yep, case closed, debunker chimed in.
What you said with Asmongold wasn't cool.
David's best friend, by the way. All these virtue signaling losers jumping on Emiru without the context.
Because I'm obviously not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? I feel like if you know me or watch
Ain't you
me,
like her best friend too?
Like, oh, you fenced it. I feel like I really don't.
For the love of
Aren't you like one of her best friends too? You fucking double crossing.
God, just shut the up.
Backstabbing.
These streamers are so fake, dude.
They're all like that, yeah.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm going insane. I need to be surrounded by mattresses and.
Aren't you guys
Marlboro
friends?
Reds. Anyway,
Not
people started
anymore.
Calling Emiru a pick me, and now, whoa, insanity. It's like the context changed the way people think. Wow, the context actually helped. The lockdown did immeasurable damage.
For
to
once,
streamers
the
because
context
back in
helped.
the day, YouTubers weren't A-list celebrities, and that felt more relatable and cool. But now these streamers are basically celebrities, and they're cringe. I know this will piss XQC off, but if you watch streamers, you're a goof. If you're watching streamers in big 2026 and you're above the age of 14, your brain might be fried. It's
Okay, bro. Really, bro?
I don't watch live streamers. I don't watch people live. I just watch videos.
Bro.
I'm only half brain rotted.
Okay. So Miskiff straight up lied and actually did defamation. What an actual... I feel like at this point, the word defamation has been so watered down. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone says that calling someone a cheeseburger on the internet is a form of defamation. And again, more community notes. The claim is false. The word password appears nowhere in the chat. Miskiff invented that framing. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know what grounds for defamation, but I feel like Miskiff needs to know the context and still lie about it. And while he is being vindictive, I think it is too soon to say he's lying about the context. And again, I do think paying people $10 to watch your video is a bit sad.
I don't want to accidentally say the N-word. So I actually
How many views does that video have?
That's the reason
How much
why.
money have you spent?
I don't want it to just come out. Really, like, it's actually that simple.
Why do you guys think I don't stream?
For legal reasons, that's a joke. He is engaged in financial compensation and a paid campaign in presenting information like this.
Like and subscribe if these people are all 45 years old and should start a family instead of arguing online. Fortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
My final, like I've already said it multiple times. My final say on this drama is literally this is stupid. Like, sure, Miskiff was a shitty here. Hang on. Sure, Miskiff was a shitty boyfriend. And that's perfectly fine to say, but to accuse him of sexual assault if he didn't do it, to accuse him of abuse if he didn't do it, which, I mean, the phone thing sounds like, sure, that could have been, that was a total accident. I don't think he actually, like, hucked his phone at somebody. Even somebody, coming from somebody who has anger issues, this guy here, I don't intentionally direct my anger at people. I don't do that. Sometimes it does come out with that, and I do have to apologize, but I don't think he actually intentionally hurt her. But at the same time, shitty boyfriend is a shitty boyfriend, and you can call him that all you want. But the fact that he is digging this grave where it's like, okay, yeah, sure, I got this win. Let me go after everybody else with no fucking context on everything else is insane. Oh god, it's Shad's theme.